Good morning. Welcome to this next reflection on the Gospel of John. The Gospel of John is just an amazing gospel, and the depth of it is so beautiful. And one of the things that I discovered is the importance of the little word see within the story. Is Jesus is always depicted as someone who saw someone else. But it's not only the fact that Jesus really saw, and not only saw someone, but looked into his heart or her heart and deep into their lives. But it was also transformative for the one who was seen. And throughout the gospel, this transformed people because they could look at themselves in a different way. So perhaps the big theme of this whole reflection is, how do you see yourself? And then, of course, how does God see us? And what does that do to us in our lives? But let's do the reading today. It's the short story from chapter 1, starting verse 43. The next day, Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and saw him. "Come with me." Philip was from Bethsaida, the town where Andrew and Peter lived. And Philip found Nathaniel and told him, "We have found the one whom Moses wrote about in the book of the law, and whom the prophets also wrote about. He is Jesus, the son of Joseph from Nazareth." And then Nathaniel says, "Can anything good come from Nazareth?" Nathanael asked. "Come and see," answered Philip. And when Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him, he said about him, "Here is a real Israelite. There is nothing false in him." And Nathanael asked him, "How do you know me?" And Jesus answered, "I saw you when you were under the fig tree before Philip called you." "Teacher," answered Nathanael, "you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." And Jesus said, "Do you believe just because I told you I saw you when you were under the fig tree? You will see much greater things than this." And he said to them, "I'm telling you the truth. You will see heaven open and God's angels going up and down on the Son of Man." It's an amazing little story. Something happened, and Jesus called Philip, and then Philip went to Nathanael and said, "We found the Son of Man." And interesting enough, Nathanael is sort of has a judgment, a prejudgment. He has a prejudice about anyone coming from Nazareth. How could that be someone good? And then Philip says, "Come and see. Have a look yourself. Don't live with this prejudice, but come and see." And then when Jesus sees him, he says, "Wow, a righteous man you are." And Nathanael says, "But why do you say that?" And Jesus says, "I saw you even before you saw me. I saw you under the fig tree." So it's an amazing story, and it challenges us about our own prejudices, the way we see things, the way we see other people, the way we see the world, the way we see ourselves, and then obviously the way God sees us. And if we start to reflect on the way that we see and to be transformed by the way that God sees us, couldn't that change so much in our lives? Well, that happened in the life of Nathaniel. So just in the past week, I came to realize that the writer, the author, Ernest Hemingway, was so taken up with this idea of seeing. And I just want to read you a passage. It says that Ernest Hemingway believed in seeing with complete awareness and observation, not just glancing at things. He said one should be able to walk into a room and remember every detail, including the feeling it evoked, as a form of practice for living intentionally and deeply. This philosophy extends to how one perceives the world, where seeing means observing details to gain deeper understanding of surroundings and people. And then there's this interesting passage: see the person, not just the appearance. In the context of love, Hemingway's view of seeing is often an intense, life-altering moment of recognition, as seen in The Old Man and the Sea. It's the book of Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea, where the old man's eyes are the same color as the sea and were cheerful and undefeated despite his age. Beautiful, isn't it? It challenges us and me about seeing myself through the eyes of Jesus, which was never judgmental. It challenges us and me about how we look and see perhaps even our own histories, our own future, to see that through God's eyes, to the way we look at other people, which is so often in a judgmental way. So this is perhaps one of the big things of the Gospel of John, that it wants to challenge us to see in a different way, to be aware how we see, and therefore be transformed into being people of God, people of Christ. Beautiful. I wish I could see you. And may we see ourselves and others through the eyes of Christ. And may He bless and keep you and lead you on your life's journey.